Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a show, Netflix's Chaos, Episode 3. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, so things are definitely picking up steam in the Grecian world, shall we say. This episode, we follow the last of the humans that are part of this prophecy, Ari. Her family is running the country of Crete. Her father's president. She also had a twin that she smothered to death as a baby when she rolled over on him. And so her mother gives her grief about that constantly throughout her entire life. It happens to be her 30th birthday, the day of Olympia Day, where we started in episode 1. And yeah, so she every year she have her pose for this artist to make a sculpture of the son that would have been. So she got sculptures all over the place of this son growing up that she never had, and she blamed her daughter for it, which is crazy, messed up. But yeah, let's say the king wasn't so thrilled about what happened to the monument on Olympia Day, so he had rounded up all the Trojans. I'm coming to realize now that it's very much like olden times ways, but modern day. So we got the Trojans who are now in Greece and in Crete, and they like second class people, second class citizens here in this city. And so he rounds up the 6 of them, but he can't find the 7th. And so he talked to the families of the Trojans, and they like, we don't know who it is, whatever. But we kind of find out that one of the king's guards, Theseus, which I also appreciate that they have the classic Greek names too. This show is crazy. Um, is letting them in. The morning before the event, he let them in, and that's when they put the shit, on the monument and defaced it with graffiti. So he's not with the guys clearly because Ari is constantly getting put down by her mother. Her father loves her to death, and it's her birthday, so he said, whatever you want today is you get it because it's your birthday. Well, that comes to bite several people in the butt later on. I'm going to get to it. So because she's depressed, Theseus is like, I'm going to take you out today. We're going to go out. She first went to the confessional thing with the tongueless people and confessed that she wanted to have sex with Theseus. She wants to bone him hard, and well, she's going to be sorely disappointed. Let's just say that. He takes her to this like gladiatorial area where they having the fights to the literal death. And I didn't realize that in the first episode, when Riddy met the lady in the underworld that said she had sacrificed herself on Olympia Day, that she literally meant she sacrificed herself on Olympia Day. She took a poison, we see this episode, and died for the event. Like it was real. She literally gave her life for this. Insane. That's why I say olden time ways, just in modern times, transplanted to now, and it ain't sitting well with modern eyes. I'm gonna just say that. Even the gladiatorial arena, where they had a Spartan and an Amazonian fighting each other, and the Amazonian won, even though she only had one boob. But the Spartan was pissed and got up at the last minute and stabbed her in the back. So they both ended up dying. Ari wasn't taking too good to this stuff that Theseus had took her to. He thought maybe it'd make her feel a little better, about something, but it didn't. Mind you, we also find out at the beginning of this episode who killed Canis at the beginning of the last episode. Turns out it was the Fates. They going around dealing out justice, and unfortunately, Ari has seen the Fates because you can't see the Fates unless they're coming for you. So yeah, she's seen them several times throughout the day. So she like, yeah, the Fates is coming for me because I killed my brother, but she been suffering with that guilt her entire life. She feels terrible about what happened to her twin brother. So I don't know why the Fates want her so bad. I mean, 30 years later, like, come on now, what are you doing? But I guess we shall see. So she didn't like the arena thing, so he took her home. But before he took her home, she told him about the fates and everything, and he like, well, maybe would it be different if you saved a life? You know, would that change anything? And she's like, maybe. Would you save a life? Yeah. So he takes her to the seventh Troyan, who was part of this plot to deface the monument. Turns out that the seventh Troyan is not only the prince of the Trojans, but also Theseus' boyfriend. Yeah, that's his man. So sorry, Ari, you won't be getting that deep. Yeah, he begged and pleads with her to save all of them because her father was going to feed them at midnight to the Minotaur, and it was all going according to plan because, Zeus, of course, wanted some kind of retribution done about this monument thing, so he went to Poseidon, whose city this is, um, that they in, and so he went to go see so Poseidon goes and sees the king, and he is terrified of Poseidon, and he told him like, what you plan on doing about this, the facing thing? What are you doing? And he told him like, yeah, I'm gonna feed him to the Minotaurs. That's gonna be into that. He's like, okay, cool, but because now Theseus has asked Ari to save them, and her father told her she get whatever she wants today. She went to her father and begged for the release of all 7 of the Trojans. Well, he let them go because he loves his daughter. But let's just say Zeus found out about it and then called up Poseidon. And then Poseidon came while this man was in the bath. While this man was in his bathtub. And freaked him out completely. It was a weird, creepy scene. You just have to see to believe. But yeah, scared him into going ahead and feeding him to the Minotaur. So in the middle of the night, he sent out some soldiers, rounded up those 7, put them in the thing, and killed them. Found out the next day, hung them on the other side of the monument outside the palace. So of course the Trojans are not happy about that. They in the uproar because they second-class citizens and want to be treated fairly. Ari's in an uproar because she's like, Dad, you promised me that you would let them go. And he like, well, you can't defy the gods. Sorry. So that was the end of that. And as she went back to mope about that, who pops up in her room but the Fates? Talking about some, remember your brother? And I'm like, oh my God, why? So I'm thinking Kaos, Riddy, and now Ari are going to meet up in Underworld, and this is how this whole prophecy is going to go down. Meanwhile, also Poseidon has been sleeping with Hera in her little temple, and they would like for Zeus to be gone, but the rest of them to be fine because they like this prophecy thing say all of us got to go down, But it'd be nice if it was just him. So we shall see what happens. That was episode 3 of this insanely wonderful show, Kaos. I will see you guys next time for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.